This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. The Dome, home to the Orange in Syracuse University. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Syracuse's offense will get the first possession of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage. They can play man and zone, but I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fit. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this thing.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this offense comes out first down, tries to run the football, no answer. Second down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with two great plays.
Makes the grab on third. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The Orange will have to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Florida State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. The give to the single back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now the play fake. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. For the many fans of the program, they started this season dreaming of a national championship. That dream has quickly turned to a nightmare, falling all the way out of the top 25. Touchdown, Noles! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Florida State, number 88, with the grab and the catch.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on first down, to throw. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. You know, when you get off to a tough start in conference play like these guys have, sometimes the temptation is just to try to get through it, play out the string. How can they turn it around?
Well, they just need to put a game together in all 3 phases for 4 quarters, and they haven't been able to do that yet this year, especially, David, when they've gotten an ACC play.
Yeah, and they've struggled. It's not the start they wanted, but what a coach is talking about. Like, when you get some adversity, how are you going to respond? And how do we finish the second half of the season so we can build on it for the future? It's not pretty, it's not fun, but let's finish strong throughout this conference play.
Give to the running back. Nice move to pick up yardage. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
From the gun to give, looking for room. There he goes. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll line up for a second down play. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him,
always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Syracuse will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. To the air, it's Cook. That's caught, it's Hodges. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Johns. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Seminoles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Makes the grab, it's Johns. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. These two have spent spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Minnesota is ahead right now in Minneapolis, but that's not exactly Bronco Nagurski out there controlling the game. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Ohio State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Going to swing it on second down. Finds his tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Syracuse right back at it.
A great job on the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Back to pass, it's Griffin. Quickly out to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Trying to keep this drive alive. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Wants to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Oh, he got loose. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Here's the handoff. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Second down, they'll go to the air. He makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He'll try to put up the 3-ball from 43 yards away. Field goal is good. Now the lead is down to 11.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Cook. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him with that last catch.
Turning it on. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
The Seminoles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year, and he comes up with a massive play right there.
We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. To throw, it's Griffin. It's complete to the left. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He'll keep it himself. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Makes the grab. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Syracuse right back at it. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. To the ground to try to pick up the first. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The give to the tailback. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. from the gun. They'll try to impose their will. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw. It's Griffin. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Now, a 4th down.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Caught near the sticks. It's Paul. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to slam it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're...
Touchdown, Cuse! Quick strike through the air for the score.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Minnesota is ahead right now in Minneapolis, but that's not exactly Bronco Nagurski out there controlling the game. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Ohio State. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Racing to the right. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Florida State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. A quick pass to the left. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Syracuse right back at it.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Griffin. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Syracuse will send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. All the way back to the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. And that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
And the Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're working that left side. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about.
Holding.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes the offense on second down. The give to the back. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's John. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
To the air. It's Cook. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Johns. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. You saw that there on the incompletion.
Looking to the end zone on third and goal. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. He got it. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to run it all the season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Griffin. Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the dome in lovely central New York.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Running back searching for a hole. On the move at the 30. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Syracuse, with that legacy of running backs, just ripped off a huge one there. Let's see what they've got this time. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Syracuse right back at it. Grab behind the line. It's Paul. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line. A mere yard away from Pater. Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. Trying to pull it their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Orange. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Noles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Cook. Quick strike complete. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when the guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Makes the grab on the left. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense at an empty set. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. And the Seminoles will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to throw, it's Griffin. They've got the screen set up. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Syracuse right back at it.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. The give to the back. Got the first down and more. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Makes the grab. At the 20, he's got space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Caught over the middle. It's Johns. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. The Orange with that goal line virtually on their heels, trying to find some room to operate. Looking to throw, it's Griffin. He makes the catch. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Quick tempo here for the offense.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. It's on target and complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got a man, it's Paul. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the 1st as they mark it at the 32.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snags it over the middle. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup. Syracuse right back at it.
I love the patience by the quarterback on this drive, too. He's not getting greedy. He's not forcing the ball somewhere where it doesn't need to go. He's just taking what the defense gives him, and this offense, therefore, is matriculating down the field.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Paul. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Looking for a man. It's Griffin. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between their quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
2nd down, he'll throw it. It's caught. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Safe completion on the screen. Open space at the 25. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Syracuse, 17.
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. The RPO, it's complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this.
Touchdown, Syracuse. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here today.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Give a lot of credit to the defense on this one. They were able to generate a pass rush, force the quarterback to move off of his spot, and that definitely affected his accuracy. It's a big reason why that throw was incomplete.
Back to throw, it's Cook. Spits it out to the back. Tight end finds a soft spot. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Makes the grab over the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. 3rd down play from the gun. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johns. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Seminoles have their offense in high gear. From the gun, the ground game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Breaks into the open. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Caught near the sticks. It's Johns. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll give it to the back. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Swings it out to his running back.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Griffin. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these 1st downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that well, good coverage.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Cook. Hauls it in. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
It's complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown Seminoles. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Back to pass, it's Griffin using the quick game. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got him downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. He wants to throw it. Got his man out of the backfield. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. Looking for just 1 more yard in 2nd and goal. Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cuse.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Minnesota is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things in Minneapolis. Trust me when I tell you that. On this field and off it, this game is not over. They're trailing by just 4 to Ohio State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here's the Heat. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
He's going to run it, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. The Noles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Cook. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Going to take a shot, and the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Offenses nowadays know one speed. Be aggressive. Go after it. Even if you got a lead, you see a lot of offenses do this and take shots and keep making big plays down the field. I like it. Keep it up.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Hodges. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play.
Timeout, Florida State.
The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Florida State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw, it's Griffin. Throws to the wideout. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. big situations arise in games, they're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this.